All right, we're going live with NHL playoff overtime. Wild Stars tied at 3, game 3. Just about to drop the puck in OT. We were down 2-0. Dominated the second period, scored 3 goals, gave up 1 in the third. And the puck is dropped, and we are underway in overtime. The drought, the 8 first round exits in 10 years. And it's hard to picture the first shot on goal. It's hard to imagine the Wild. I mean, it would just be 2-1, but it's hard to imagine, given the history of this franchise. It's hard to imagine that they're going to be able to bounce back off this if they blow this, especially home ice. Had the lead in the third, had the lead well into the third. The nice 8:50 puck drop. It's a damn near midnight. I swear to God, man, the Wild, franchises just accidentally make it into the second round once in a while, and the Wild treat it like it's scaling Everest. It shouldn't be this hard. And I know this isn't the end of the series; it's just game 3. But every game has that much more importance because of the history of this franchise. It's just
He was looking to try to jump and get numbers up the ice.
Alright, not too much happening here. I think I've done a few like OT / shootout live videos over the years.
Still start out with a long change in the first overtime period.
If it drags on too long, I'll start talking NFL draft.
Tonight, there have been 4 overtimes in this year's playoffs.
All right, couple minutes into OT, nothing really happened. Wild got one shot.
Last year, the Wild dropped overtime games.
Wild win this. If the Wild can win this, it doesn't guarantee anything either. But I think they squandered it so much. They had that 6-1 blowout. Game 1 just dominated Dallas, and I think they treated it like, hey, we won game 1. We won the game we need to win. We don't need to go win game 2. And they played like a bunch of undisciplined assholes in game 2. Took all those penalties. Just some of the stupidest penalties I've ever seen. There have been some penalties in this one too, but obviously, not quite as bad. I think they're gonna, especially if this goes south here, they're gonna rue coming out in game 2 and giving that rather embarrassing effort that they gave. So we got a scrum. Wild still got the puck.
Dallas with just 2 players that were over 20 minutes. Neil Heiskanen and Wyatt Johnston. This one deflects.
Skipping the crowd. Timeout. I'll kind of pause here so I don't just have to filibuster. All right, face off. We got the face off. How about a Brock Faber game winner? Oh, sitting. The fucking puck was sitting. Oh, that'd be icy. Damn, puck was sitting right there for a second, but we had nobody there.
He was up top, recognizing Duchesne doesn't have that stick, and rush the box. And Hartman's in good position now, but Heiskanen is going to give it Hartman
three guys. We had nobody right in front. It's just the history, man. The history of this franchise. I mean, 2015 last time the Wild got out of the first round. And obviously it's been over 2 decades since they've even gotten to a conference finals. Oh, they got a shot. Ooh. Kicked away by the wall.
Another first for Jesper Wallstedt. Playing in his first Stanley Cup playoffs. He's in his first overtime session. Hartman out to center. Got it to Boldy. Back to Kaprizov. Into the slot.
Yeah.
Hartman.
Oh. Terrible pass. Freaking terrible pass. What are you doing, man?
Trying to change as Hughes starts back.
Well, we're about
Faber.
past the 15 or past the 16-minute mark.
Connects with McCarron. Marcus Foligno had his shot deflected in behind the net. Heiskanen tried to get it by Brodin. Ben knocks it out to neutral ice. Foligno's back in for Minnesota. Cut off by Steele. Lindell battling with Sturm. He tried to center. Steele comes away with it.
They got two guys down on the ice.
Tries to get to the Dallas bench as the Wild dump it back in. Johansson.
And there's a stick out there. Someone doesn't have a stick.
Wild with territorial advantage here in the first 5 minutes of the overtime.
I don't know who's without a stick.
Dallas is doing everything they can to get the puck through the neutral zone and just get a fresh body on the ice.
Right now it's a tired group of stars. Heiskanen and Lindell both on the ice. They've been out for more than 2 minutes on this shift. Hughes circles around behind. Try to get it to Faber. It was deflected.
Just try to pass,
center.
got tipped
The
away.
Dallas defense still can't get to the bench.
Yeah, where long change plays a factor.
Heiskanen and Lindell now 2.5 minute shifts. Heiskanen was nearing 28 minutes at the end of regulation. Yurov turns it back to Hughes.
Of course, this was hyped as a.
Hughes by Ritzkovian. Ritzkovian recovers with a stick.
It was going to be a great, tight series, and
Rantanen off the boards and out. Can Dallas get defense
probably
to the
expected
bench?
that there'd be.
As Yurov ties them up, now they will. As Ritzkovian sends it into the Minnesota zone.
Probably expected there to be some OT action here.
There on the wall for Ritzkovian.
Well, we're 6 minutes into the OT. Wild of.
Hughes and Faber play catch.
I think they've only got the one shot still in OT.
Couldn't get it deep in the zone. Beck starts back for Dallas.
I got a 2.
Fires, blocker save, Wallstedt.
Wallstedt tracking it well. Great rebound control too. Dallas has thrown a couple of his.
And icing.
Nonchalantly blockered off and set the Wild the other direction. Another look at Hughes trying to dance. Ritzkovian. Ritzkovian stops on him. And Hughes has shown that a couple of times.
Just sucks. We've always got it's always got this like horrible history with all of our teams. It's just, if the Wild weren't on this 8 out of 10 years out in the first round streak, I think it'd be a little less stressful. That's like they've really gone all in to try to win here maybe in the next couple of years.
He's got 3 overtime winners in his career in the playoffs.
If they can't even get out of the first round now, and I get the playoff format is ridiculous. You know, neither of these teams should be playing the other right now, but.
Hands it off to Kaprizov. Break out of the corner. His shot block comes free to Brodin. His shot blocked by Bork. Kaprizov.
They've had some loose pucks kind of close, just but we haven't had anybody there to catch it.
Long shot goes off the glass. Hartman tried a sharp angle shot, and Ottinger makes the save.
Every shot dangerous.
We've had some fucking chances here, but it hasn't. We just haven't quite had the guys in the right spot. Yeah, like kicked it to Hartman, but he didn't have anyone to pass it to.
On the rebound, off Ottinger.
And then he just flings it right into Ottinger. All right.
Dallas wins the draw. Ben plays it off the boards, headed at the line, and a
Offside,
hand pass
so-
whistle.
Well, they've been very effective in the breakout category tonight. It's a deep air with Spurgeon that
10 and 13 Wild all time in playoff games. I mean, the Wild have played in so many overtime games this year. Although obviously regular season OT is not
little offense to their game, but they
the
intercepted
same
this goal with
beast.
a second shutdown pair.
The one game I went to this year was overtime
Back in his own zone.
win over Montreal.
Across to Harley, tipped in by Steele. Yurov back to Brodin. Ottinger will set it up. Pushes to the corner for Lundqvist. Knocked down by Nick Foligno. Tarasenko run over by Lundqvist. Yurov tied up by Harley in the corner. Nick Foligno trying to dig it loose for Minnesota. Harley and Yurov battle there. Lundqvist sidesteps a Foligno hit. Nick Foligno lost his helmet. He's got to go to the bench for a new one. Veteran playing his 19th career overtime Stanley Cup playoff game. Lundqvist got it ahead to Steele, who deflects it down into Wild territory. Wallstead around to Spurgeon. And his pass misses Johansson, icing against the
Icing.
Wild.
We're almost halfway through overtime already.
Fritz Kovian will take this offensive zone draw for Dallas.
There hasn't been a lot of action to this point.
Wild come away with a puck. Spurgeon to the corner. Johansson out to center. Settled there by Lindell. Heiskanen for Fritz Kovian, who's tied up by Spurgeon. Spurgeon clears. It will
Very
not be
tired, the
icing
Western
after
Conference
set it up
Blues.
for Lindell. And the Wild
All these late starts. The frickin' Timberwolves playoff game the other night didn't finish till about 12:30.
2 minutes in length, but he's got to stay on the ice here as Rantanen wins the puck battle. Now Lindell to Fritz Kovian, who dumps it in.
The Wolves might eventually move to the East, and then we get some Eastern.
Around the boards.
Oh shit! Oh, lazy ass turnover.
Just couldn't get a shot
Wolves
away.
might go to the East eventually, and maybe we get some earlier starts. While they aren't going to the East, we're gonna always have. These
As it's
these
stripped
really
away
late
by
starts.
Hughes. He throws it out to center. And Myers
That was a
comes
bad
back to
turnover,
pick it up.
man.
Right back to the Minnesota line.
Oh shit!
Stars attack, but Hughes poke checks it away from Blackwell. Beck comes up with a puck. Spurgeon still can't get to the Minnesota bench. He finally will here.
Nice hit.
Big hit delivered by Marcus Foligno. Hartman across the Brodin.
All right, as we hit the 10-minute mark.
Both teams playing D side of the puck.
This doesn't make for much of a video. I'm just there's not much necessarily to say.
Fires it in from the Minnesota line. Duchesne collides there with Brodin. Hartman ducks by a check. Bouncing puck held by Ottinger.
That'll count as a shot on goal, I guess.
No TV timeouts during the overtime session. They'll just shovel once.
So yeah, we're under 10.
The Wild and the Stars in overtime. They went overtime once in their 2023 series. It was game 1 in Dallas. Second overtime, Ryan Hartman beat Jake Ottinger for the winner.
He's been all over Ottinger early on, but again, back to the
God, we need this. We need to get out of the first round. Like, I don't know if the Wild could go all the way. I mean, it's the NHL. Anything can happen, really. But I mean, in theory, they have the talent to really go very far. But
It's going to be a shot, tip, rebound type of play. No on-man rushes either
the
way.
history of Minnesota sports, where all the franchises have it. I mean, the Wild, eight years out of 10, knocked out in the first round. Obviously, only one even trip to the conference finals in their history. That was over 2 decades ago. Twins had 18 straight playoff losses. Timberwolves were one and done in the first round. Like, what was it, 6 years in a row? KG era. Vikings 0-4 in Super Bowls and 0-8 in NFC title games since. It's like, it's just all the franchises have their humiliation.
Already in this game. Sudden death in game 3.
It's just game 3. They lose this one. It's not that the series is not over. But come on.
You wouldn't know this game faced off at nearly 9 o'clock local time.
Home ice is,
With the energy still present in this building.
home is less important in the NHL than maybe some other sports. But
Boldy threw it toward the net, and it's gloved and held by Ottinger.
legitimate shot at least.
A couple of those kinds of saves tonight through traffic, and Hughes chatting with Boldy and Eck on the screen. Hey, if that play pops up again, this look might be available.
Wow, 17 minutes of nothing happening.
He's
It's
such a
amazing.
creative player and thinker of the game.
And if this goes double OT,
Sharing a little bit of that knowledge, trying to set something up.
I'll start it all over again.
Time on ice for Minnesota.
All right, and they win the face-off. Let's go. Come on. Fucking scoring in this game. Come on.
Works free from Rich Kobian.
Yeah, there was another shot there that they just didn't have anybody for the rebound.
Able to hold. Boldy comes off the end boards with it.
Yeah,
Hives loading up with that offensive zone face-off.
they've had some chances. They just never seem to have anybody in the right spot to either
Johnston has him tied
to either
up.
pass it to or get the rebound.
Rich Kobian knocks it off the boards and out. Hughes played it off the wall. Johnston
Oh.
right back in.
Oh, offside. They're lucky that was offsides. That was
Clever pickup from
that was a
Rantanen.
rough.
He happened to stay outside, but it was the change from Dallas at the bench that was off.
Could have.
On that face-off win, setting up Rich Kobian. That's been a matchup.
Yeah, there was the kick save, and they didn't have anybody for the rebound. That's half your goals, man. You get bounces off, you get a rebound shot.
Stars win the draw. Lundqvist throws it in. Middleton. Captured by Ben. Urov sent it around. It's deflected out to center. Harley back to pick it up for Dallas. Urov at center. Tied up by Ben. Harley sends it out to neutral ice and all the way
That's
out of the
nice.
ice against the Stars.
Those are the kind of plays that start to show up when you're fatigued. But Dallas has been using the wall throughout this game.
Yeah, we're good. They're tired. Well, let's win the game, and then everybody can go get some rest. Game what's next? What's game 4? Game 4 is on I forget what day. I think it's Friday.
The face-off back Boldy. And they get it without Heiskanen and Lindell on the ice.
Stars come up with a puck off the face-off. To steal. And out to Lundqvist. Now Ben with it. Those little spots where a face-off increases in importance when you don't have the matchup you want after an icing.
Going, all of a sudden, look who's on the ice with a face-off win. Lindell and Heiskanen.
Lindell the corner. Oldie sends it around the wall. Heiskanen picked it off the dasher. A pass intended for Lindell hit a skate and it comes out the center where Duchesne settles it down. Duchesne hustling in.
That looked offsides with the puck had cleared, so it's reset.
And now the puck out of play. Just over 7.5.
Just don't let this thing be decided by some cheap ass Dallas flop that becomes a power play goal.
In favor of both clubs is the fact that there's 2 days off before the next game.
Coaches maybe have that in the back of their mind, but they might be singularly focused on the next 7:40. But you're right, it allows them to not have to worry about what's next.
Rich Brodin against Hartman on the draw. Wild control. Brodin around for Johansson who deflects.
Come on, Wild. The people expect a reaction to a game-winning goal,
Johansson scored on the power play to bring life into this
and not a
Wild
Dallas
team.
one.
And Wild fan base after Dallas had scored the first 2 goals of the game.
Back-to-back risky play with the puck by Harley.
This time, trying to get a Durant and then knocked away by Foligno, intercepted by Johnston. Harley a shot that goes over the top of the goal.
That was maybe their first really good chance in the OT.
Brodin out from behind the Minnesota goal. Marcus Foligno plays it softly into Dallas ice.
We're under 7 minutes for the OT here, so.
Harley's game's getting a little loose, jumping up offensively, making high-risk plays in his own end.
Fisher for Harley. Chipped in by Blackwell. Middleton nearly put it right on the stick of Blackwell, but Sturm able to intercept, knock it out to neutral ice. Sturm carries back in,
okay,
feeds
right.
Frank to the slot, a shot. McCarron absorbs a hit. Foxa.
But again, it's like 1 and done. They got a few shots, but they don't have anybody in position to get maybe a rebound or get a little puck luck and knock it in and end this shit.
Power play goal by Duchesne tied it in the third period for Dallas. Ottinger sets it up. Bischel ahead for Huru, knocked down at center by Faber. Eriksson X back in for Minnesota. Drops to Boldy. Boldy ducks by a check.
Oh, that was a good pass. It just didn't hit it.
Looks, fires, and a blocker saved by Ottinger.
Faber might have had a shot there, but the damn pass hit his skate instead of the. There you go. There you go. Obvious fucking trip right there. Holy shit. Alright, here we go. It's an XL Energy power play. Yeah, that was an obvious one. That was. Well, yeah, the Wild have, I think, overall been the better team here in OT. Yeah, oh, look at that. He doesn't make that trip. He might pass it to Kaprizov, and he might have been able to put one in there. So I don't think he could see that. But. Well, they're calling their timeout, and I'll go timeout. Okay, we're back, and we're ready for the power play. Power play. It's after midnight. I want to go to bed, amongst other things. So let's go. And all right, they got the face on. All right, come on. Come on. Power play has been pretty bad. This one. Kaprizov misses. Ah, yeah.
Remember, no Zuccarello for Minnesota tonight. Bobby Brink takes his spot on this power
good pass.
Kaprizov moves in.
Oh, he passed it back.
Boldy a drive. That deflects off the glass.
Well, I like the thought.
Brink muscles over to hold.
Yeah, I don't like Yeah,
Foley
but
with it. Fox are playing without a stick for Dallas. Wild trying to take advantage, but Heiskanen comes up with a puck. Wild double team him with Fox playing without a stick. Foley to
power play,
Hughes.
and one of their guys doesn't have a stick.
Now
So,
back to Foley. Hughes. Big opportunity for the
oh,
Wild
for God's
here.
sakes.
And Fox in a good spot for him. No righty. Can't set up a one-timer.
Kaprizov to Hughes.
Stop passing. You got to shoot eventually.
Kaprizov. Now to Hughes. Break a deflection and it went just wide. Boxer can't get to the bench with the long change. Hughes moves in.
45 left in the power play.
His shot was blocked.
God, they're taking these long shots, and they don't have anybody to.
Goldie. Across Kaprizov and a save by Ottinger. Wow.
So that's more what you want to do.
Able to hold Foxer with a skate. What a play by Foxer to get this puck back to him. Now who can clear?
Christ, they're gonna blow the power play. There's only 20 seconds left.
To the other side to set up Fox.
They spend so much time passing and then taking these deep shots. It's like fuck.
Rims it around behind. Nobody
And that's gonna be the power play.
And the power play is over.
But they still got the puck.
Kaprizov comes back in.
Oh,
He leaves it for Hartman. Around behind Johansson. Out to Faber at the line. Johansson knocked down by Myers. Harley
just
with
a
it.
terrible power play in this game. Was that 1-for-6?
Myers around behind to Harley. 3 minutes left in the overtime. Back to 5-on-5.
And they had one late regulation. They could have
Spurgeon.
maybe won it then.
Out to Boley at center. He deflects it into the Dallas zone. Lundqvist sends it around. Bischel jumping up in the rush for Dallas. Cut off by Faber. Johnston trying to keep it alive. Brodin for Minnesota. Got it to Faber and now McCarron lost it to Ritzkovian.
Shit.
Ritzkovian couldn't get a shot away. Faber around behind to Brodin. Foligno deflects and it's out of play. 2.25 minutes remaining in the overtime.
This is going.
Wild's best chance on the power
This is
play.
going at least to the second overtime. It looks like.
He's deep. Brings it from the backhand to the forehand. He's got Ottinger beat.
And just replay there, Kaprizov just a little out of position. That's the problem. They've all been like a little out of position.
Play started to develop, looking dangerous. They recover.
I mean, they've been the superior team in OT, but that's hockey. You don't always score even when you're the superior team. And Dallas just needs to get one.
18-11 tonight. He wins another one here. Spurgeon. Johansson got it to the Dallas line. Duchesne trying to get it to Bork. And it deflects off the glass down into the Wild zone. Spurgeon back to pick it up.
Under 2 minutes.
Robinson and Brodin fight for the puck there. Bork comes out from behind. Duchesne to Harley. Back to Duchesne. He tried to feed Harley, but he had broken toward the wall.
It's 3 times this period that Duchesne's tried to set his defenseman up with some room and space, but they've been on separate pages, and it's resulted in the puck exiting the zone.
Lundqvist walks the line.
Yeah. Now they're setting up for some actual chances. Oof. All right, we got it back. Let's go.
Floats one over the top of the Dallas goal. Lundqvist able to pitch it ahead for Ben. He's tied up
Coming down to the minute mark.
and he'll send it safely back into his own zone for Harley. Ben back to Harley. Lundqvist escapes Tarasenko. Off the boards and in. Nick Foligno and Jamie Benn. And a penalty coming against Ben.
Another one.
Jamie Benn will go for holding Minnesota back to the power play.
All right. Well, we're gonna get about 50 seconds of power play here. I hate those power plays that are split the periods because I feel like you get the full effect. You lose one face-off, you're going to lose half this power play. All right. Summon the dark magic so that we can get the power play goal now. Get it now. Get it in the first overtime. We'd have about 1:10 in the second overtime. The dark magic. Summon the dark magic.
Seventh attempt for the Wild, 1 for 6 so far.
Well, they're due.
Good support by Minnesota. Creates a face
All right.
win.
Come on,
Kaprizov
Kaprizov, get in there.
back for Hughes. Hughes shot blocked by Beck and out of play.
I got to give back and Fox a credit. They've been the forward group tasked with handling top half of the Wild's power play. And they've been willing to get down block shots. Bounce back.
Through the first 2 games, the Wild have blocked 33 shots to 21 for Dallas.
I'll have to timestamp the goal if they score here, because this is a long video for somebody to watch when nothing's happening.
Boldy back to Hughes. Now to Boldy.
That was a good pass, but they didn't have anybody they didn't have anybody in position. This is gonna basically take up the rest of the. All right, they may be gonna get one more shot here in the first OT.
One last rush in this first overtime. Kaprizov had it taken away.
And that'll do it. So first OT gone.
Another 20 minutes goes by the wayside, and we haven't settled it yet. Second overtime coming as it's still.
This could be. If I post this is the most pointless video I've ever done.
D-side position, open for a point shot, rebound, simple hockey. But Dallas becomes undisciplined. The Wild get 2 looks on the power play. They can't cash in. They'll carry over a minute 10.
Well, let's talk NFL draft. No.
Shots were low. Dallas was just 2 Minnesota 8 in that overtime.
3-3 after 80
Well,
minutes.
and what?
Katie and West.
It's a quarter after midnight. That's cool. I don't need sleep. I'll sleep when I'm dead, and Minnesota sports will kill me a lot sooner than that would happen.
If you know that I want the best for you.
So I'm gonna hit stop, and I don't know if I'm ever posting this.